It seems 2026 is the year of, oh, you think your favor's safe? Because I wouldn't. Donnie McClurkin, we fall down, but we get up. After you've done all you can, you just stand. Donnie McClurkin, that one. He has been accused of essaying a young man.
There wouldn't be a Jackie Hill Perry without a Donnie McClurkin. There wouldn't be a Raven Hartwell without a Donnie McClurkin. Raven Hartwell, who'll be playing on y'all Wi-Fi, playing on y'all internet as if her coochie don't spasm every time a bad bitch with a middle part bust down in Lululemon walk by. And that is why I'm finding it really hard to offer a measured perspective around this whole Donnie McClurkin situation, because he gave rise to, he gave legitimacy to an ideology, a rhetoric that is still harming young gay black men, young queer folk across the country still to this day.
What's happening now? Are we really hearing that Donnie McClurkin is being accused of sexual misconduct after years of claiming he was delivered from homosexuality? For years, he built his ministry around helping others overcome same-sex attraction, presenting himself as a model of transformation. But now, if these allegations are true, it seems it may have all been a facade. A lawsuit has emerged, with several men coming forward, claiming that he allegedly manipulated and groomed them while using God as an excuse and keeping them silent. The shocking, especially coming from Pastor Donnie, and honestly, it's hard to know what to believe.
I think this is going to be called, on my second revelation of my vacation, this is called the hurt I've caused. The hurt I've caused.
Out of all the figures in the gospel community, Donnie McClurkin appeared to be one of the few who genuinely lived the life he preached. People were drawn to his anointed voice and sermons that felt both convicting and relatable. What set him apart was his honesty about his struggles with homosexuality. He often spoke openly about the deep challenges he faced and how he had to rely on God's word and faith to stay grounded. That level of vulnerability and transparency connected with many people, and it eventually allowed him to open his own church, Perfecting Faith Church. The mission of his ministry was clear: to save sinners and help individuals radically transform their lives through the teachings of God. His passion seemed focused on helping those struggling with their sexuality, offering them hope, guidance, and a path to spiritual restoration. However, the recent lawsuit against him paints a very different picture. It suggests that, for all his preaching about deliverance, Pastor Donnie may have been struggling with his own issues the entire time. What was presented as transparency might now be seen as a carefully constructed facade. The lawsuit, filed by Jeppy Carletto, claims that back in 2003, when he was 21 years old, he went to Donnie's church in Long Island, New York, searching for spiritual guidance. Carletto was trying to reconcile his sexuality with his faith and hoped to find mentorship from someone who had allegedly overcome the same struggles. After reading Donnie's book, Eternal Victim, Eternal Victor, Carletto believed he had found someone who could help him. In the book, Donnie explained how God helped him conquer his homosexuality, and this inspired Carletto to seek him out in person. Initially, things seemed encouraging. After a church service, they prayed together, and Donnie assured Carletto that he could be delivered as well. But soon, things reportedly took a disturbing turn. One of Donnie's ministers, who was also struggling with his sexuality, allegedly began contacting Carletto persistently and attempted to initiate intimate interactions. The minister's advances escalated to the point of visiting Carletto's home, pressuring him to comply. For someone trying to maintain faith and convictions, this situation would have been extremely overwhelming and confusing. Just as Carletto considered leaving, Donnie personally called him, apologizing for the minister's behavior. He claimed that the minister would be removed and assured Carletto he would no longer have to interact with him. This moment, according to the lawsuit, marked the beginning of deeper alleged manipulation. Donnie reportedly framed the minister's actions as a test from God, suggesting that Carletto had passed it by remaining faithful. Convinced by this reasoning, Carletto stayed and continued attending the church. Over time, Carletto and Donnie developed a mentor-mentee relationship, with Carletto eventually becoming Donnie's personal assistant. During this period, they regularly participated in intense prayer sessions aimed at praying the gay away. Carletto claims that during these sessions, while everyone else appeared engaged in prayer, Donnie allegedly used the opportunity to touch him inappropriately. The circumstances left Carletto unsure whether what was happening counted as abuse, because he wanted to believe he was receiving spiritual guidance. The alleged misconduct reportedly escalated further. Donnie allegedly created situations where Carletto would be alone with other men, presenting them as spiritual tests. Then in 2007, during a business trip to California, Carletto claims that Donnie approached him directly, asked him to remove his shoes, exposed himself, and coerced Carletto into sexual acts despite his protests. Donnie's explanation, according to the lawsuit, included a claim that medication he was taking had affected his mental state and judgment. Carletto alleges that he was repeatedly pressured and manipulated over the next 6 years, leaving him with intense feelings of guilt, shame, and confusion. If the allegations are accurate, this story presents a stark contradiction. A pastor preaching deliverance while allegedly exploiting the very people he claimed to help. It raises questions about trust, faith, and the dangerous power dynamics that can exist when spiritual authority is misused. For many, Donnie McClurkin was a symbol of hope and transformation, but now those who once admired him are left grappling with shock, disbelief, and a sense of betrayal, as the lawsuit and public discussion shine a troubling light on his ministry and personal conduct.
You hire somebody and they're working directly for you, you are their boss, and you enter into any type of relationship with them that is not business in nature, you open yourself up for a lawsuit. They can sue you. They can say you took advantage of them. They can say, I only did it because this was my boss and I was scared. So it doesn't really matter whether or not y'all think it's consensual, that man is going to get paid.
According to Carletto, whenever he felt strong emotions that sometimes led to tears, even in public, Donnie would turn it into a teaching moment, telling him that expressing feelings was important. But the lawsuit claims that, at times, Donnie also put Carletto in situations that were far from appropriate. During business trips, they were sometimes forced to share a room, and the activities that took place were allegedly not holy at all. You might wonder why Carletto didn't just leave. He did try several times, but each time Donnie refused, insisting that Carletto couldn't find purpose or be delivered unless he stayed. Donnie reportedly compared their relationship to Elijah and Elisha, saying Carletto needed him to find his path. Eventually, Carletto had enough. He found another job and left, though Donnie reportedly tried to reconnect a few times. By 2013, Carletto firmly rejected any further contact or so-called deliverance from Donnie. Later that year, Donnie sent an email apologizing, admitting that he acted inappropriately, acknowledging his actions as wrong, and confessing that he had tried to pursue a sexual relationship with someone who only sought guidance and friendship. The email reflected shame, embarrassment, and recognition that his behavior was completely unacceptable.
God don't do nothing else in 2026. I want him to free his people from the shackles of committing crimes and then sending emails.
Now, with the evidence and the email coming to light, many people are unsure what to believe. Some wonder if parts of the allegations about Pastor Donnie are true, while others doubt them entirely. Of course, Donnie continues to insist that every claim against him is completely false.
For truth, which you have not heard. You have not heard the truth, but you will. But I just didn't want to go any longer without addressing it. I've remained silent while this campaign, this media campaign was launched. I've remained silent because the Bible tells you to be slow to speak. Slow to speak, quick to hear, and slow to anger.
Donnie didn't completely deny that anything sexual happened between them, but he claimed he never forced it. That leaves room for some to believe that something might have occurred, and that it could have been consensual. Others, however, aren't surprised by these allegations at all. It's a sad and troubling situation, especially if it took place while someone was genuinely seeking help and guidance to overcome struggles they felt convicted about. If these claims are true, it raises serious questions about Donnie's ability to lead a ministry focused on deliverance, as it suggests he couldn't even follow the principles he preached.
Look, Stink, the email said I did it. I know I did it. I knew what I was doing was wrong when I was doing it. I shouldn't have did it. I thought about doing it. Then I did it again, did it in another state. You tried to get away, and I did it some more. Then you ran one more time, and then I did it again. I told you Do we need a court case? It's saying right there. He did it.
Now the conversation online is growing, with several men coming forward, claiming that Donnie allegedly touched them during so-called Pray the Gay Away sessions. Reports suggest that even more lawsuits may be filed soon, exposing Donnie and what some are calling a harmful and misleading ministry. Honestly, this isn't surprising to some people. My best friend's son, who used to drive limousines, said he once picked up Donnie years ago and noticed that his behavior was highly inappropriate. For those outside the church, it might be shocking to hear, but rumors about Donnie have been circulating for years. Using the idea of deliverance from homosexuality as a way to take advantage of vulnerable men is not only wrong but deeply damaging. Many lives could have been hurt by this alleged behavior, and it's sad to think about the trust that was betrayed. What I really want to know is, are you surprised by any of this? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video with more updates.